Who was Genghis Khan? Hello and welcome to this channel. Today we'll be looking at the life of one of the most famous men in history, Genghis Khan. He united the Mongol tribes and created one of the largest empires the world has ever seen. He was known for his military genius and his extreme brutality. He spent several years in captivity, but eventually he and his brother escaped. After his escape, Temujin began to build up his own power base. He formed alliances with other clans and started to attack the very people who had captured him in the first place. He changed the way that warfare was conducted. If you want to see more videos like this, then be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. And he created an empire that would shape the world for centuries. But he was also a brutal dictator who was responsible for the deaths of millions. Which side of Genghis Khan do you think is more important? Let us know in the comments below. His skill in battle was evident, and soon he was being called upon by other leaders to help them in their own conflicts. His empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe, and his legacy is one that is still felt today. He took the title of Genghis Khan, which means Ocean of Wisdom. Under his leadership, the Mongols became a formidable force. They adopted a new style of warfare that emphasized speed and mobility, and they were able to defeat much larger armies with ease. But how did he start out, and how did he become the feared leader of the Mongols? Well, let's take a look at his life. Temujin was born in 1160 in Mongolia. His father was a chief of a small clan, but his mother was a descendant of a much more powerful leader. When Temujin was 9 years old, his father was poisoned by rivals, and his family was left with no protection. This made them vulnerable to attacks from other clans, and Temujin's family had to flee. They lived a nomadic lifestyle, moving from place to place, and Temujin had to learn the skills necessary to survive in the harsh environment of Mongolia. He learned how to hunt, how to ride horses, and how to fight. At age 16, Temujin and his brother were captured by a rival clan during a raid. In 1206, Temujin was elected as the leader of all the Mongol tribes. Genghis Khan's empire grew rapidly. By the time of his death in 1227, it stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe. It was one of the largest empires in history. But despite his military genius, Genghis Khan is also remembered for his brutality. He was responsible for the deaths of millions of people, and his empire was built on the backs of slaves. So what is Genghis Khan's legacy? Well, he is certainly one of the most important figures in history. This has been Genghis Khan in 100 seconds.